Thank you, sir.
Good morning, my dear students. How are you? I hope that you are all fine and safe. My dear students, previous class, nutrition, the food supplying system. Previous class explained introduction of nutrition, the food supplying system. What is meant by nutrition? What are nutrients? Types of nutrition, autotrophic nutrition. Photosynthesis is one of the important life process in all living organisms, from microbes to human man. What is photosynthesis? The green plants can prepare their own food material by using materials, by using energy, solar energy or light energy. Transfer solar energy into chemical bond energy by the process of photosynthesis. In the year 1931, Van Ney conducted an experiment on photosynthesis process. He proposed a simple equation of photosynthesis process. Simple equation for photosynthesis process by using factors. That is, CO2 plus 2H2O is useless in the presence of sunlight and chlorophyll. CO2 plus 2H2O is useless in the presence of sunlight and chlorophyll. All these factors combine together in the form of carbohydrates. And one molecule of water is liberated and one molecule of oxygen is liberated. This is the simple equation of photosynthesis process. Simple equation for photosynthesis process. In the year 1931, Van Ney, he was one of the greatest biological scientists. He was conducted experiment on photosynthesis process and he proposed a simple equation by using one molecule of carbon dioxide, and they can liberate one molecule of water and one molecule of oxygen is released, and carbohydrate is formed. This is the simple equation of photosynthesis. This equation was proposed Van Ney in the year 1931. And he was also worked on sulfur bacteria, and he was also worked on sulfur bacteria. Van Ney was also worked on sulfur bacteria. This is one of the photosynthetic bacteria. Sulfur bacteria is one of the photosynthetic bacteria. This organism can prepare their own food material by the process of photosynthesis. Photo means light. Synthesis means prepare. Okay. Van Ney worked on sulfur bacteria. This organism using light energy or solar energy, that means sunlight play an important role by the process of photosynthesis process. Van Ney, instead of water, Van Ney, instead of water, they use H2S. H2S. ఏం చేశాడట వ్యాన్ మెయిన్ గారు వాటర్ ప్లేస్ లో ఏం యూజ్ చేశాడు సల్ఫర్ ని యూజ్ చేశాడు H2S ని యూజ్ చేశాడు యాక్చువల్ గా మనకి ఏమేమి యూజ్ అవుతున్నాయి ఫోటోసింథసిస్ ప్రాసెస్ లో కార్బన్ డయాక్సైడ్ వాటర్ లైట్ అండ్ chlorophll but Van Leyen worked on sulfur bacteria. During this process, sunlight play an important role, and instead of water, they use H2S. They use H2S. This is a starting material. This is a starting material. Instead of water, they use H2S. Sulfur use చేశారు వాటర్ ప్లేస్ లో ఏం యూజ్ చేశారు సార్ సల్ఫర్ యూజ్ చేశారు దిస్ ఇస్ ద స్టార్టింగ్ మెటీరియల్ హియర్ నో ఆక్సిజన్ is liberated there is no liberation of oxygen why instead of water they use sulfur ఎవరు సార్ Van Leyen ఎక్కడ సల్ఫర్ బ్యాక్టీరియా ఫోటోసింథసిస్ ప్రాసెస్ లో వాటర్ ప్లేస్ లో ఏం యూజ్ చేశాడు ఆయన H2S యూజ్ చేశాడు దిస్ ఇస్ ఎ స్టార్టింగ్ మెటీరియల్ డ్యూరింగ్ దిస్ ప్రాసెస్ దేర్ ఇస్ నో oxygen is not liberated they can liberate elemental sulfur oxygen is not liberated but elemental sulfur is evolved later Robert Hill he was also one of the greatest biological scientists later Robert Hill showed oxygen is liberated by the process of photosynthesis using water later Robert Hill showed oxygen is liberated by using water. The chemical equation of photosynthesis process. The chemical equation of photosynthesis process. Very, very important, my dear students, in examination point of view. Robert Hill showed oxygen is liberated by using water. The chemical equation of photosynthesis process 6CO2 plus 12H2O is useless in the presence of sunlight and chlorophyll. 6 carbon dioxide combines with 12 water molecules in the presence of sunlight and chlorophyll. This is a green colored pigment. All these factors combine together in the form of glucose. This is the formula of glucose. C6H12O6. All these factors combine together in the form of glucose. And half of the water molecules is liberated and oxygen is liberated. 6CO2 plus 12H2O is useless in the presence of sunlight and chlorophyll. All these factors combine together in the form of glucose. Starch plus half of the water molecules are used by preparing of glucose, and half of the water is evaporated. Is in the form of oxygen is liberated by the process of photosynthesis. Oxygen is liberated by the process of photosynthesis. Who once said that? Robert Hill. Robert Hill showed oxygen is liberated by using water. The chemical equation of photosynthesis, 6CO2 plus chlorH2O is displaced in the presence of sunlight and chlorophyll. All these factors combine together in the form of glucose, C6H12O6 plus water, 6H2O plus 6O2. 6O2. This is the chemical equation of photosynthesis. During this process,
A class?
during this process,
9th తెలియదు సార్.
glucose
9th అయిపోయిందా? వస్తాను.
and water,
9th
starch
అయిపోవడానికి రన్ అవుతుంది కదా నువ్వు.
and oxygen. These are the end products of photosynthesis. End products of photosynthesis. These are the end products of photosynthesis. What are the end products of photosynthesis? Glucose.
అయిపోవడానికి హోస్ట్ మీకు ఇచ్చినప్పుడు మీ చేతిలోనే ఉంటది.
Glucose and oxygen. These are the end products of the essential factors of photosynthesis. Essential factors of photosynthesis like carbon dioxide, water, sunlight, and chlorophyll. And the products of photosynthesis, glucose and oxygen. Write down this equation, very, very important, my dear students, in examination point of view. Write down all of it. Next, autotrophic organisms like green plants and some of the photosynthetic bacteria can prepare their own light energy by using sunlight play an important role for the process of photosynthesis. Sunlight plays an important role for the process of photosynthesis. Plants can prepare carbohydrates. Not only carbohydrates. Lipids, cellulose, all these compounds are formed by the process of photosynthesis. So, plants are called autotrophs or universal food providers. Plants are called autotrophic organisms. But heterotrophic organisms heterotrophic organisms heterotrophic organisms means the organisms which cannot prepare their own food material. They depend upon two others for their food. Example, animals and human beings. Heterotrophic organisms cannot prepare their own food material. They depend upon two others for their food. Example, animals and human beings. Okay, only green plants and some of the photosynthetic bacteria can prepare their own food material by the process of photosynthesis. Okay, right. During photosynthesis process, starch or glucose is formed. Starch or glucose is formed. How can you say that? Starch is formed during the process of photosynthesis process? How can you say that? Starch is formed by the process of
host student
photosynthesis. by the process
ఆ
of
ఫోన్ ఇవ్వడానికి చెప్పడానికి ఉండదు కదా,
photosynthesis.
చెప్పడానికి ఉంటుంది అంటే ఇక్కడ ఏమన్నా పోస్ట్ ఇస్తే కానీ ఏం జరగదు కదా.
Starch is formed by the process of photosynthesis process. How can you say that starch is formed by the process?
ఎవరో స్టూడెంట్కి వెళ్ళిపోయింది, ఇక్కడ తెలిసింది కదా, తెలియడానికి ఏమన్నా ఇందులో కనపడుతుంది కదా,
Conduct a simple
ఇక్కడ ఇందులో కనపడుతుంది.
conduct a simple activity, lab activity. My dear students, listen very carefully. Conduct a simple activity. Test for starch.
ఎలా చేసి ఎలా వాయిస్ లేని కమాండ్, వాయిస్ కమాండ్ లేనప్పుడు ఎలా చెప్తుంది? స్టూడెంట్ వెనక్కి ఇచ్చామన్నా హ్యాండ్ రైజ్ చేసి పెట్టాను చాలాసేపు నుంచి.
Test for starch. Test for starch.
అవకాశం ఉండదు.
In this activity, first aim.
అవకాశం ఉన్నా చేయొచ్చు.
To prove that
ఏం ఉండదు, మెసేజ్ పెట్టడానికి కూడా ఉండదు కనీసం.
starch is formed.
ఫోన్ చేశాను మరి రావడానికి.
Starch is formed by the process of photosynthesis. Starch is formed by the process of photosynthesis. Listen very carefully, very important, my dear students, in examination point of view, experiment based question. Academic standard, experimentation and field investigation. To prove that starch is formed by the process of photosynthesis.
మేడం చేస్తున్నానండి.
In this activity, need some apparatus or requirements. Some apparatus or requirements.
మేడం మ్యాథ్స్ శ్రీనివాస్ సార్. ఓకే, 9th class suddenly that class that our teacher suddenly stopped, madam, that one. That host allotted to student. Okay.
Boiling test tube, burning splinter,
థర్మాసర్ మీద ఆన్ అయిందా?
tripod stand, leaf, methyl alcohol, iodine solution and water. These are the requirements of this activity. Beaker, boiling test tube, burning splinter or Bunsen burner. Tripod stand, leaf, potted plant leaf, methyl alcohol, iodine solution and water. These are the activities of this experiment. This is a glass beaker. This is boiling test tube. This is Bunsen burner. Methylated alcoholic solution, iodine solution and healthy potted plant leaf. Okay, first of all, take a boiling test tube, add some amount of methylated alcoholic solution. Take a boiling test tube, add some amount of methylated alcoholic solution in a test tube. Take a healthy potted plant and carefully inserted the healthy potted plant in the boiling test tube. This boiling test tube carefully placed in the glass beaker. Already in a glass beaker, add some amount of water. This boiling test tube is carefully inserted in the boiling glass beaker with water. Boil the leaf in ethanol, methylated alcoholic solution or ethanol over a water bath. Why? Leaf can boil with methylated alcohol or ethanol solution over the water bath. Lose the chlorophyll from the leaf. ఎందుకు మనం లీఫ్ ని మిథైలేటెడ్ ఆల్కహాలిక్ సొల్యూషన్ తో బాయిల్ చేస్తున్నాం? మిథైలేటెడ్ ఆల్కహాలిక్ సొల్యూషన్ తో ఎందుకు మనం లీఫ్ ని బాయిల్ చేస్తామట? Lose the chlorophyll molecule from the leaf. Remove the chlorophyll molecule from the leaf. అంటే ఈ లీఫ్ లో ఉన్నటువంటి క్లోరోఫిల్ రిమూవ్ అవడం కోసం మనం మిథైలేటెడ్ ఆల్కహాలిక్ సొల్యూషన్ లో లీఫ్ ని బాయిల్ చేస్తాం. After boiling the leaf color can be changing pale color. Actually, before boiling the leaf color, greenish color. After boiling the leaf, the color can be changed pale color. This leaf, pale color leaf, remove the chlorophyll, loses the chlorophyll. In this leaf can be spread. In the leaf can be placed in a petri dish. This leaf can be placed in a petri dish. Add few drops of iodine solution on it. Add few drops of iodine solution on it. Add few drops of iodine solution on it. Leave it for some time. After some time, you have to observe the leaf. The leaf color can be changed. After some time, you have to observe that the leaf color can be changed. Bluish color or blackish color. అంటే కొంత టైం ఎక్కువ పడుతుంది, ఇమిడియట్ గా మనకి రిజల్ట్ కనబడదు. After some time you have to observe that the leaf color can be changed, bluish color or blackish color. This color indicates that starch or carbohydrate is formed by the process of photosynthesis. Blackish or bluish color indicates that starch or glucose is formed by the process of photosynthesis. This simple activity, understand, starch or glucose is formed by the process of photosynthesis. Okay, my dear students, this is very, very important in examination point of view. How can you prove that starch or glucose is formed by the process of photosynthesis? చూడండి, aim to prove that starch is formed by the process of photosynthesis. In this activity, requirements or apparatus: beaker, boiling test tube, burning filter or Bunsen burner, tripod stand, leaf, methyl alcoholic solution, iodine solution and water. Next, write the procedure. First, boil the leaf in ethanol. Over a water. or a water bath, or a water bath. Boil the leaf in ethanolic solution over the water bath till it loses. Till it loses chlorophyll. You know that chlorophyll is present inside of the leaf, so the leaf color is green in color. Okay, loses the chlorophyll and becomes pale color, and becomes pale color, and it becomes pale color. Write down. Write down. Next, spread the leaf. Spread the leaf in dish or petri dish, and add few drops of iodine solution. Iodine solution. Add few drops of iodine solution and observe the change. And observe the change. After some time, you have to observe that observation. After some time, you have to observe that the leaf color, blue, black color, blue, blackish color. After some time, you have to observe that the leaf color can be changed, blue, black color. This color indicates that starch is formed by the process of photosynthesis. Starch is formed by the process of photosynthesis. And you have to draw the diagram, rough diagram. You have to draw the diagram, rough diagram, my dear students. Okay. This is one of the lab activity. This is one of the lab activity. Write down this one. Write down this one. Very, very important in examination point of view. How can you say that starch is formed by the process of photosynthesis? To prove that starch is formed by the process of photosynthesis, experiment structure, aid, apparatus, procedure, draw the rough diagram, observation, and inference. Inference this experiment indicates that starch is formed by the process of photosynthesis. This experiment indicates that starch is formed by the process of photosynthesis. Write down all of it. Next. Next. Next, my dear students, factors, materials. Factors or materials essential for photosynthesis process. Essential for photosynthesis process. Essential for photosynthesis process. Factors, materials essential for the process of photosynthesis. Factors consist of two types. Factors consist of two types. One is external factors, another one is internal factors. Factors consist of two types, external factors and internal factors. External factors like air, sunlight. External means outside. External means outside. External factors like air and sunlight. Internal factors like water and chlorophyll. Internal means inside. Water comes from the soil and chlorophyll. Water comes from the soil and chlorophyll. Chlorophyll is present inside of the leaf. So, internal factors like water and chlorophyll, external factors like air and sunlight. First of all, water and photosynthesis. Water and photosynthesis. Water and photosynthesis. Put side heading all of you. Water and photosynthesis. Water and photosynthesis. We know that already we have done in your previous class, 7th class, nutrition in plants. One of the biology scientists, Von Helmont, found that water is essential. Water is essential factor. Water is one of the important factor for the process of photosynthesis process. Von Helmont found that water is essential for the process of photosynthesis process. Actually, he did not know about photosynthesis process. He did not know about the photosynthesis process. Then later it was found that water is essential for the increase the size of the plant body. Increase the size of the plant body. Increase the size and mass. Increase the size and mass. Once again, I repeat, my dear students. Von Helmont found that water is essential for the process of photosynthesis process. But he did not know about the process of photosynthesis process. Then later it was found that increase the size of the plant body, increase the mass of the plant body, and materials are occupied by the process of photosynthesis process. Materials are occupied by the process of photosynthesis process. So water is important, water is essential for the growth. Water is essential for the growth and increase the size. Water is important. Water was important for the growth and increase in body mass. And it is also one of the internal factor of photosynthesis process. Without water, the plant cannot perform the process of photosynthesis process. Without water, the plant cannot perform the photosynthesis process. Okay, my dear students, this is one of the internal factor of photosynthesis process. Any chapter మనం 4 factors చెప్పాం. ఏంటి సార్ ఇవి? ఎక్స్టర్నల్ ఫ్యాక్టర్స్ ఏం చెప్పాం సార్? ఎక్స్టర్నల్ ఫ్యాక్టర్ ఎయిర్ చెప్పాము, సన్లైట్ చెప్పాము. ఎయిర్, సన్లైట్. ఇంటర్నల్ ఫ్యాక్టర్స్ ఏం చెప్తున్నాం సార్? ఇంటర్నల్ ఫ్యాక్టర్స్ ఏం బేటా? వాటర్, chlorophyll. Water, chlorophyll. Okay na? These are the internal factors. External factors like air and sunlight. So water is one of the important internal factor of photosynthesis process. Without water, the plant cannot perform. The plant cannot perform for the process of photosynthesis. For the process of photosynthesis. Okay, my dear students? Right. Next. Another one of the important factor. Air. Air is one of the important factor for the process of photosynthesis process. Air is one of the important process of photosynthesis process. Air has a weight. Air has a weight. It consists of several gases. Air has a weight. It consists of several gases like oxygen, carbon dioxide, nitrogen, and other gases. Already we have learned in your previous classes the percentage of oxygen in the atmospheric air 21%. The percentage of carbon dioxide in the atmospheric air 0.03%. The percentage of nitrogen in the atmospheric air 78%. Other gases are inert gases. Inert gases. Other gases are inert gases. Inert gases like helium, neon, krypton, xenon, argon, and water vapor. Okay. What is the percentage of oxygen gas in the atmospheric air? 21%. What is the percentage of carbon dioxide in the atmospheric air? 0.03%. What is the percentage of nitrogen gas in the atmospheric air? 78%. Other gases are inert gases like helium, neon, krypton, xenon, argon, and water vapor. During the process of photosynthesis, carbon dioxide external factor lo em kavali sir manaki carbon dioxide kavali. External factor lo em kavali carbon dioxide. Carbon dioxide is essential by the process of photosynthesis. Carbon dioxide is one of the important factor of photosynthesis. Plants can prepare their own food material by using carbon dioxide. So carbon dioxide is one of the important external factor of photosynthesis process. Remaining topic discussing later next class, my dear student. Today explain simple equation of photosynthesis, chemical equation of photosynthesis, lab activity test for starch, factors essential by the process of photosynthesis process. Factors are materials essential for the process of photosynthesis, external factors and internal factors. Water, air. Continuation topic discussing later. Discussing next class. If you have any doubt for subject point of view, make a phone call. This is my phone number 790-139-5911. Okay, my dear students. Thank you, one and all.
Okay, sir. Rajshekhar, sir.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Give me host option, sir. Give me host option, sir.
What, sir?
Give me host option.
Okay. Okay, sir.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay, right. Thank you.